morning, everyone. Today we're going to be talking about liver cleansing. The agenda today, what is liver cleansing? Why should you do it? And then, of course, how do you do it? So what is liver cleansing? If you look it up, you can see it referred to as cleansing or flushing. And the idea is to get gallstones out of your liver and out of your gallbladder. They are formed in your liver, they are formed in your gallbladder, and you get really tiny ones in your liver, you get large ones in your gallbladder. Why do you want to do that in the first place? Like, why would you go through the process when your body's making it? Is that good? Is that bad? What's the point? Your liver is extremely important. If you didn't know it, I would say outside of your heart and your brain, probably the most important organ that you have. It processes nutrients from your food. It makes bile. Well, what is bile? Bile is kind of like a fat decrease. When you're eating fat, it goes through your intestines and basically greases them all up. You can't really absorb the fat. So what bile is kind of like about soap with oil on your hands. You have oil on your hands, you can't get it off, right? You put soap on your face. So bile is kind of like the soap for your fat. So break it down and allow you to absorb it. You ever heard of the term fat-soluble nutrients or vitamins or whatever it is? Well, if it's into your fat, and you're not absorbing your fat, you're not absorbing your nutrients, right? You don't have any bile. Extremely important. Helps remove toxins from your body. Helps detoxify, helps make you feel good, make you healthy. And it helps build proteins. You really want it working in peak condition. If your liver is kind of not working very well, you're not absorbing all the nutrients you can, you're not breaking down your fat, you don't feel very good. Trust me, like I said, after the brain part, this is the thing you want working in tip-top shape. Stones get in the way, whether they're in your gallbladder and they're preventing the collection of the appropriate amount of bile, or if they're sitting in your biliary ducts around your liver, blocking proper function of your liver. Stones get in the way. Your liver cannot work at peak condition if stones are in the way. So how do you do it? Step one, you're going to go on a diet for 3 days. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday are the best days. You'll see why those are the best days in a moment. From Wednesday through Friday, you're going to go on a mini fast. You're going to eat as little as possible. When you eat, which you're only going to eat if you're just starving, you're going to eat salad. No joke. Have like a bag of spinach, crunching on it like a rabbit for 3 days. Eat as little as possible, only eat salad greens. I'm not talking a really cool Cobb salad with avocado and croutons and onions and little cherry tomatoes. No, nothing like that. Just salad greens. Not very appetizing, but just do it. Only eat when you're starving. Literally like, oh boy, I really could go for a small handful of spinach right now. That's when you eat. If you're literally like, oh my word, oh, it's midway through Thursday, how am I going to do this? Okay, fine, have bananas. But don't just eat like, oh boy, good, I'm eating, I'm going to eat 6 bananas. Eat it, make it last as long as possible, or an apple or an orange. Make it last as long as possible. You really are trying to eat as little as you can. Why? What are you doing? Why are you doing this? You don't want your liver to be overworking. You don't want it to be, you basically want to build up pressure and bile. You're trying to build that up. So you definitely don't want to eat any fat, no matter what. Also, you're supposed to drink about at least a quart of apple juice a day. You can drink water beyond that, or black coffee. You don't put cream or anything. Like I said, no fat. But you have to drink at least a quart of apple juice. Try to make it as clean and organic, and you can make it fresh squeezed as much as you can. Step 2, Saturday. On Saturday, you're going to eat a fatless breakfast and lunch. You're going to eat something like oatmeal, again, no fat though, or cereal or fruit. But eat as little as you need to eat, right? Again, we're not trying to have any fat, we're trying to build up as much pressure as possible. Again, you're still going to drink a quart of apple juice a day. Do not eat or drink after 2 p.m. Okay? If you have to drink after that, just water and only as much as you absolutely have to. Step 3, prepping for your cleanse. You're going to make 4 servings of 3/4 of a cup of water and 1 tablespoon of Epsom salt. When I say Epsom salt, I mean Epsom salt. I don't mean that goofy purple lavender stuff that you put in your bag. If you consume that, you will die. Okay? Pure, I'm not even joking, you will die. Pure, 100% Epsom salt. You'll see right on there, it'll just say Epsom salt, go to CVS, Walgreens, or whatever, and it will say that it's safe to consume that kind of thing. 6 p.m., drink one of those servings. It's gross. Just letting you know. Really gross. You have salt water. It's like that and it works. 2 hours later, 8 o'clock, drink another serving. 3/4 cup of water, 1 tablespoon of Epsom salt. 9:45, what you're going to do is you're going to prepare for the actual cleanse, which is half a cup of olive oil and half a cup of grapefruit juice. Try to squeeze it right then and there. And actually make the grapefruit juice right there on the spot, so it really fresh. Yet this may sound absolutely disgusting, but trust me, the grapefruit juice totally drowns out the olive oil, and it's not that bad. Plus, when you add that citric acid to it, it's not that bad at all. And that Epsom salt, 10,000 times more expensive. Trust me, olive oil, grapefruit juice, no big deal. So you mix it in a jar. The reason why you have to use something like grapefruit juice, it has to be powerful enough to break through the olive oil. The olive oil is important. The grapefruit juice is something so you can actually tolerate. And that will actually mix. You know, oil and water don't mix. Grapefruit juice will work. All right, step 4, the actual cleanse. 10 o'clock, drink that. Trust me, not bad at all. Especially with the citric acid, not bad. Trust me. Drink it quickly, like within a few minutes, 5 or 10, something like that. Then you want to lie down. You're trying to go to bed right now. When you're standing up, it'll feel a little weird, so you really want to go to sleep. Things are really getting active. That olive oil is pretty much pure fat. And what's going to happen now is your gallbladder is going to go squeeze and shove everything up, way more than normal. You really won't feel it though. But go to bed so it doesn't feel all weird. You don't have odd tingling sensations in your, kind of like when you're having diarrhea or something. Lie down immediately, go to sleep as quickly as you can. If you're like, wait a second, I can't go to sleep at 10 o'clock. Now I'm 23 years old or whatever. Adjust all the times. If you want to go to bed at midnight, adjust everything 2 hours later. Alright, on Sunday, when you wake up, drink that third of the 4 servings of Epsom salt and add another half teaspoon of citric acid to it. By the way, when you add that to it, it's way better. Those are the name of kosher salt at stores for some reason. Actually, it's really good. I almost feel like I want to add it to everything. 2 hours later, drink the last one. Eat lightly the rest of the day because it's going to be a little weird. And then on Monday, go ahead and eat normally. What should you be expecting? Well, the Epsom salt opens up those bile ducts. It opens everything up so that when everything contracts, it just shoves right out. And there's nothing stopping or blocking those stones from coming out. So they're all going to be flying out. It's also like you will see little stones floating in your toilet. A lot of them. The first time you ever do it, if you do it just right, you're going to see a handful. Because that's your gallbladder right there. That's a typical American diet-filled gallbladder. Full of these things. You're going to see one size of peas, little tinier ones, and you're going to see a lot of almost like crystals, dust. Those are ones that are about to form over time. Enhancements. So we've done everything the way it's supposed to be done, but if you really want to get it better, or if you are trying to do it a second, third, or fourth time, you'll get more if you do this. If you remember, I took a couple of these slides from a previous presentation I had given. I brought some leftovers that I have from the last time I did this. There's tea. This one's called Shaka Piedra. If you notice underneath it, it says stone break. Some of the larger stones aren't going to come up. Once you take that, and you get a little smaller, then it actually fits. Bunch of herbs, gold coin grass, kind of the powdered stuff here. Got Chinese bitters here, and got something called Stonebreaker, turmeric, and coffee. What I do is I make the tea here, and I mix some gold coin grass and a couple, like a dropper full of each of these 3 and take a couple of those bits. Takeaways. Your liver is extremely important, like I was saying before. You want it working at its absolute best, tip-top condition. You should cleanse at least yearly, and I really suggest you start right now, because you never really know if it was a little too late for your gallbladder, like it was for mine. Thank you.
Can we ask questions?